If you plan on supporting a creator in Sonic Rumble, please use code SONICHUB. Can you win a match in Sonic Rumble without touching the color blue? First thing we have to do is make sure we have a blue character, so I picked none other than Movie Sonic. In the first match, we found ourselves in Sweet Mountain, a fan favorite map from Sonic Colors. The problem with Sonic Colors is that the name Colors is in the title. And you know what that means? There's probably going to be blue. Okay, I see it. So we just got to be really careful here, guys. My eyes are scanning the field to make sure that we do not touch any blue. I have a dash panel here. Maybe we can jump. Oh, I think we touched the dash panel. So I think that means we have to quit. All right, so we lost. The next map that we pulled was Silent Forest. So luckily for us, this map is full of green. There's a little bit of blue, but it seems like we're able to dodge it by going past these badniks right here. Get around these guys without having to touch the color blue. I will take it. We got something to carry us. Oh, whoa, buddy. Hey, buddy, let's jump through here. I have a little, I got a little item up my sleeve, so I feel pretty... Oh, God. Oh, okay. We have these automated dash panel sections. All right, we were able to make it without touching the blue part. Yeah, we touched the red part of the dash panel, so that actually works out in our favor. After surpassing most of the areas that could potentially make my character touch blue, we ended up traversing through the green and purple forest, and we finally made it to the end where we qualified and moved on to the next round. Come on! Yeah! All right. First round, we were able to qualify. Look at all these guys. This is kind of my favorite part of the map. We get full 360 camera control. So we were able to make it to round 2, but unfortunately, I was having a lot of trouble with this one. Mostly because I was having trouble figuring out exactly which color is blue on this map because the lighting's a little weird. And even if by some miracle I wasn't touching the color blue, which I wasn't so sure of, we ended up getting eliminated anyways. So there's no suspenseful ending. Don't worry. Eliminated! Oh, geez. This game is impossible. The next map, we played the Sonic Movie 3 event. And by the way, Sonic Movie 3 came out almost a year ago. Do you feel old yet? Collect as many orbs as you can. Oh, movie shadows. Aura farming, as usual. All right, so we're going to want to avoid any colors over here. We're going to go this way. So if there was ever a map that I was going to win, it was actually going to be this one. The reason why is because I actually ended up winning this round without touching blue. But at the very beginning, I ended up touching the dash panel. And the dash panel does have blue. Maybe there's an alternative route, but also there's one other thing I want to remind you about this mode. So if you take a look at this mode right here, we're playing Quick Rumble, but we're only allowed to play it 3 times today, which is kind of stupid. What Quick Rumble is simply one singular round determines the winner instead of playing 3 like the regular matchmaking mode. So with that being said, I will count Quick Rumbles towards this challenge because I want to save time, okay? I don't have all day to be sitting here playing Sonic Rumble, but if I don't get it here, it's going to be very difficult to win this challenge. Problem is the map that we pulled was Pinball Carnival, and right off of the loading screen, I noticed that there is a lot of blue in this map, but I'm not a quitter, so I'm gonna try. All right, we have Pinball Carnival Run on a Quick Rumble. This does not seem like it's going to be favorable to us. I'm being honest with you guys. Well, why does that hit me? In normal Sonic games, I can homing attack that thing. Yeah, this does not look very favorable to us. Depending on, what happens here. Only one can qualify, so I guess it's a race to the... dash to the goal. Oh, there's blue. Yeah, we just touched blue, guys, so we just lost that one, too. Not that it makes any difference to what we're trying to accomplish here, but we did end up getting first place, so I wanted to give myself a little celebratory pat on the back. But we have to move on to our final ticket, and quite possibly our final chance to successfully complete this challenge. The next map that we pulled was Space Colony Ark. The colors here are a little off. Some of them look blue, some of them don't. I ended up getting to this section right here, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me as to whether or not this is blue or if it's like a darker shade of green. Watch out for the blue. I see the artificial chaos over here. This guy looks a little blue if you ask me. I'm in 5th place right now, so we gotta try to do something right here. Is that blue? I couldn't tell you. I ended up getting to the section with the artificial chaos, which is definitely a nice touch, but then my network disconnected, so I might be out of tickets. Oh my God, Arrow has communicated. What? Luckily, this didn't count, and I was able to queue up one more time for a Quick Rumble. So this is actually our final chance. This spring has blue on it. I don't know if we actually touched the blue portion of it, though. Let's look at some of these other guys. Yeah, it looks like we do touch the blue there. So I guess, does this count as an L also for me? Is touching that blue? Is that an L? I think it is. Unfortunately. If you take a look at the frame-by-frame replay, it's very brief, and for one singular frame, you do see Sonic's foot graze the blue part of the spring. So that is actually a failure. And now it looks like my worst nightmare has officially come true. I have to actually do the challenge without cheesing it and making the video easy. But don't worry, I am not a quitter. First map that we pulled, of course, it was Chemical Plant Run, which has tons of blue in it. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. We started off pretty good. We were going through the water section, and it was a lot of purple, but of course, no blue. After passing the first first water section, we saw our first instance of what appears to be blue. Maybe you could call it purple, but for the sake of argument, let's call it blue. Let's make things a little more interesting, right? So I see like a ton of blue right here, but maybe we could go over to the left. Look, that's blue right there, but we are going to the left of it. We're not actually touching the blue. Okay, people? Oh, there's blue on this thing. Dodge these. Nice. All right, the dream's alive, everyone. The dream is alive for now. This thing right here next to us, these arrows look a little blue. It's like teal, but I'm gonna call it blue. You know, it's okay. These things are coming for us. Oh, we touched the blue dash panels. We touched the blue dash panel. So guys, it looks like it's over, guys. So it's looking pretty dire for us. So which map did we pull next? Well, we pulled Starlight Carnival. This map is full of the color blue, but did we avoid it? A lot of blue on this. Okay, it's literally blue from... Okay, I actually have a good idea. Assuming that this carries me forward, right? Let's hop on the purple part. Okay, all right, stay. Okay, never... Okay. I don't know. Okay, I touched blue. All right. I don't even know what they wanted me to do here. No, we didn't avoid it. What were you thinking? Next up is Seaside Hill Run. And what do we do right off the bat? I don't think I touched blue there. And I think I definitely just touched it there. It was automated, but you know, rules are rules. So I guess we lost again. Next map we got was Sand Hill. Of course, it's a sand themed map. So you'll definitely see a lot of yellow, but I'm also seeing a lot of the color blue. Not gonna lie, the conditions of this map do not look favorable towards me, but we'll see what we can do. Sonic is not touching blue right there. Oh, I see a lot of blue over here. So let's make sure that we stay. All right, Green Hill Run. Is that what we got here? I think this is a map. Well, I see some blue far ahead. Oh, geez. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, we were able to avoid that, but we have a lot of blue over here. Here we go. Jump. Go across. Yes, we actually just dodged that blue. That was pretty sick. That was actually really cool. Let's keep this going. There's a lot of blue in this map, but seemingly we're able to avoid a lot of it. So we're going to take this right path. Oh, you actually have to touch the dash panel? Dude, come on. Okay, well, actually, we could touch it from this angle right here. Boom. Yeah, we didn't actually have to touch the blue part. And we have these. Can we touch the yellow? Oh, yes. Yes. Any blue over here? Such as right here. We're not going to go right. I mean, left. We're going to go right. So I have a big obstacle right here. I'm not 100% sure that if I go over this obstacle right here, I'll end up touching blue. In order to avoid that, we had to think outside the box. And I ended up using my homing attack on another player in order to cross over without having to risk touching blue. But I qualified. Yes. I don't even know how I just did that or where I'm going. I'm falling through the map. Okay. All right, cool. We didn't touch blue. In the second map, we got a great RNG pull. We got Desert Ruins Hunt, which is extremely easy. All we have to do is basically spam the homing attack, and there's really no opportunity to touch blue. There's a little bit on the outside of the map, but for the most part, we are relatively protected. Come on, spam it. I'm spamming the button. I'm spamming the button, guys. Just don't send me to the blue area. Nice. We're in third, which means we have one final round to make it into the top 3. Next map is Space Colony Ark Run. So there really isn't too much blue in this map. We were able to bob and weave around all of the dash panels that contain the color blue. This is blue, so we're going to go over it. We made it through all the instances where we could hit blue, and now we're at the final part, which is basically just sending out these capsules full of rings, and all of the other players are going to fight each other. Unfortunately, I don't have hands like that, so I was getting bodied. But I was not able to get first place, which means that our journey is going to continue. We got 4. We actually finished the round, but we only got number 4. The next round, we ended up getting Green Hill Run again, so maybe we could go on a legendary run until we didn't, and we ended up touching blue. So naturally, we queued up again and got Sweet Mountain. I don't really remember if there's a soft lock here, as it's been like an hour since I started playing. And of course, there was a soft lock, so we have to move on to yet another match. Yeah, I mean, you can't do anything about that. So I was starting to get really discouraged. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this challenge, but our legendary run starts here, and maybe I finally figured it out. So, which means I should be able to weasel my way through here by simply attacking this guy, jumping over. Did we not qualify there? Oh, regardless, we don't even have to touch the thing. Okay, so we qualified. Great. 16 out of 16, though. We couldn't get any luckier than pulling the Death Egg Robot boss battle for round 2 because it features no blue. All we have to do, though, is survive, and sometimes it can be tricky because this robot has a mind of his own. All we have to do is avoid the Eggman robot, so that's kind of our main struggle right here. Avoid him. We'll collect some rings along the way, too. Unless they... Ooh, that was tough. As a matter of fact, I should... Oh, this platform is going to shrink. Oh, geez, he's going to hit us, isn't he? Isn't he? Oh, no. We got to get some rings. Whoa. Whoa. Guys, he means business right now. Ah! Oh, no. Oh, no. Yo, he's turning up right now. He is turning up. I'll take those rings, though. I only have 1 life left, so anything could end my game right here. And then the Death Egg robot locked eyes on my character. He got a straight path towards me. He charged up his boost. I was within his range. And then he charged at me and potentially ended my game. But... Oh! Oh, you know what? I'll take that. Yes, I qualified. Nice. Okay. We are on to the final round here. By a couple of inches, we were able to survive. Maybe this is our game of destiny. So the next map, we got Lava Mountain, which was super easy to run through because there's essentially no blue in this map. So all we have to do is basically just win. Now that, of course, in Sonic Rumble is easier said than done. Is in the ranks. As the lava rises, so will my ring count. Jump over these. Don't touch the blue part. 5th place. Not good enough, guys. Not good enough. They're crushing all the rocks that we need to, of course. Dodge that. See ya. If only these guys knew what my true objective was. These guys got it so easy. Oh, we're getting a lot of rings over here, though. We're doing our best to get as many rings as possible. Okay, the lava's rising. The lava is rising. Oh, no. Oh! So this spring right here that brings us into the final part of the level seems to be like an obstacle, but according to the frame-by-frame replay, it does not look like the character actually touches it. So let's not be nitpicky here. We are going to continue this challenge. Oh, I thought it was up top. Oh, he's coming. So one of these guys is going to hit me, aren't they? I'll take that. Thank you. Boom. I'm in first, guys. We do have first place. It is true. I am the first place player, but... These guys are competitors. This is teal, not blue, so don't you worry, all right? We'll take that. Boom. We'll take that from you as well. I'm in first place by a lot. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we got a win without touching the color blue. Is it possible? Yes, it is.